So, if you work anywhere near the internet, you've probably felt the ground shift under your feet lately. We're talking about Google's huge August 2024 core update, a massive change in how the world's biggest search engine, well, thinks. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what happened and, way more importantly, what it all means for you.
So let me just ask you this. Did you happen to log in your analytics last month and see a sudden, beautiful spike? Or maybe a really worrying dip? If that sounds familiar, trust me, you weren't imagining things. You were feeling the ripple effects of this exact update, and you are in the perfect place to figure out why.
All right, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about the big shakeup itself. Then, we're diving into the new rules of the game. We'll see who came out on top and who didn't. Then, the most important part, your action plan. And finally, we'll take a peek at what's coming next in the world of search. Let's get right into it.
Okay, first up, the big shakeup. Before we get into all the nitty-gritty of this latest update, we need to be on the same page. When you hear Google announce a core update, what are they actually even talking about?
Think of it like this. It's a major tune-up for the entire search engine. It's Google basically refining its understanding of what makes a web page genuinely helpful and valuable to you, the user. This isn't some small little tweak. It's a huge, broad reevaluation that can shake things up across the entire web.
And this quote right here, this gets to the very heart of Google's philosophy. They're not trying to punish websites. The goal is to tweak the system so it gets better at rewarding the pages that are already doing an amazing job giving people what they're looking for. It's really just a shift in focus, designed to lift up quality above everything else.
So, what are the new rules of the game? Well, this entire August 2024 update really boils down to three fundamental but really important shifts.
Just three, that's it. And I really want you to lock these in, because if you can get your head around these three changes, you'll understand the soul of this update, and you'll know exactly how to move forward.
The first massive change is this laser focus on what we call user intent. I mean, think about it. Google has gotten so much smarter at figuring out the why behind your search. It's not just about matching keywords anymore. It's about knowing if someone wants to learn something, buy something, or find a specific place, and then delivering the one page that perfectly solves that problem.
Number two, the technical experience of your website just got a huge promotion. You know the feeling? You click on a link and the page takes forever to load, or the text jumps all over the place as you're trying to read it. It's frustrating, right? Well, Google now sees that frustration as a major red flag, which makes having a fast, smooth, and stable site more critical than ever before.
And the third big one, the era of thin, shallow content is pretty much over. This update massively favors content that is deep, comprehensive, and truly answers every single question a user might have on a topic. Google is rewarding true expertise and, you guessed it, pushing down those pages that just barely scratch the surface.
Okay, so that's all the theory, but where did the rubber actually meet the road? Let's take a look at the real-world impact and see who the big winners and losers were this time around.
Just look at the pattern here, because it is incredibly consistent. Across every single industry, from e-commerce to health to local news, the winners were the ones who focused on quality, depth, and the user experience. Detailed product pages won out. Authoritative, expert content got a huge boost. Original reporting absolutely crushed superficial clickbait. The lesson is the same no matter where you look.
All right, this is where it gets practical. Knowing what changed is one thing, but knowing what to actually do about it, well, that's everything. So let's build your action plan right now.
You know, this slide really sums up the whole mindset shift. That old playbook of just stuffing keywords everywhere, churning out tons of low-quality content, and relying on little technical tricks, it's officially dead. The new game is crystal clear. Start with the user's intent, create content that has real depth and value, and build an online experience that people actually love.
So here it is, your four-step plan. Number one, go through your content and make sure it actually aligns with what your users are searching for. 2, get your technical house in order. Optimize those core web vitals. 3, deepen your content. Find those pages where you can add way more value. And 4, strengthen your EAT. That's your expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. You have to show Google why you're a credible source. Now, I know core web vitals can sound super intimidating, but it really just boils down to these three simple questions from a user's perspective. LCP is, how fast does the good stuff actually load? CLS is, does the page jump around while I'm trying to read it or click on something? And FID is, how quickly can I actually interact with the page? Answering those honestly is your first step to a much healthier website.
So, finally, let's look ahead. This update isn't the end of the story, not by a long shot. It's just the latest chapter in Google's ongoing evolution. So what should be on your radar for the future?
I'd say keep your eye on 3 big trends. First, Google is going to keep getting smarter about AI-generated content, always rewarding quality and originality. Second, mobile first isn't just a suggestion anymore, it's a flat-out requirement. And third, get ready for search results to become even more personalized just for you as an individual user.
Look, if you take away just one single thing from all of this, let it be this. The game is no longer about trying to outsmart an algorithm. The future of SEO, the future of the web, is about creating a genuinely great user experience that's built on a foundation of helpful, high-quality, and trustworthy content. Period.
And so, I'll just leave you with this final question to think about. Forget about Google for a second. Forget about rankings and algorithms, and just ask yourself honestly, is your website truly helping the real people who visit it? Because if the answer is yes, you're already on the right track for whatever comes next.